Hey guys, it's Chris, and I'm sick, which sucks, and this is why I wasn't able to do movie club last week for Greece, even though I really wanted to, and this week it's why I still sound like the pimply faced boy from The Simpsons going through puberty. It sucks, and I'm not happy. So this is probably going to be a bit of a short review, mostly because my brain just, with all the drugs that it's on, could not process this movie. I've seen Being John Malkovich twice. Once when I was drunk with a group of friends, and now once when I was sick and on a large amount of brain meddling drugs. Probably not the best ways to watch this movie because it's already so weird. And then you add like mind-altering substances on top of that, and it just keeps getting weirder. But let's give it a go. So, Being John Malkovich stars John Cusack as... Now, I've forgotten his first name. I think his last name was Schwartz. So we're just going to call him Schwartz from now on. Cameron Diaz, who's almost completely unrecognisable as his wife Lottie, and John Malkovich, in basically playing a fictionalised version of himself. So, I always love it when movies have people playing fictionalised versions of themselves, because you always know it's going to go one of two ways. It's either going to be hilarious, or it's going to be weird as crap. And this one kind of fits sort of in the middle, maybe? So, Schwartz is a puppeteer, but he's a kind of creepy puppeteer, and he's just further reinforcing my belief that puppeteers are crazy. Like, I do not like puppets. Puppets just freak me the shit out, and this movie helps further cement that. So, he's had to take an office job because his career as a puppeteer really isn't taking off, and the office is bizarre enough as it is, and I know there's a whole lot of themes and reasons behind why the office is so nuts, and there's the crazy receptionist lady who can't understand a single thing that people are saying, and the ceilings are only like 4 foot tall, so everyone's like always hunched over, and it's really bizarre. But in his office he meets this woman Maxine, who is such a biatch. Like, she is cray-cray in the head. Like, she's not right either. And he pursues her like a really creepy, weird stalker. And she's at first completely not interested. And she only takes a bit of an interest in him when he discovers a little door in his office that is actually a portal into the mind of John Malkovich. So you actually can go through the portal into the mind of John Malkovich for 15 minutes. So, upon discovering this, Maxine and Schwartz do what any normal person would do, and that's charge other people $200 to spend 15 minutes in the mind of John Malkovich. And then things get even more weird, if it wasn't weird enough as it is. So Schwartz's wife Lottie wants to have a go, and so she goes through the portal, discovers whilst being in the mind of John Malkovich that she's actually into dudes, and then it gets even weirder because she then discovers that she really likes Maxine, and after the most awkward dinner between 3 people, I think, ever, she enters the body of John Malkovich. Maxine comes to see her, and they start an affair together, but at first, Maxine is only interested in Lottie when she's actually in the mind of John Malkovich. Crazy, right? It gets even weirder when John Cusack's character Schwartz realizes all of this, so instead of handling it like an adult, he decides to lock his wife in a cage with a chimpanzee, assume the mind of John Malkovich, continue on the affair with Maxine, and then only to discover that because of his amazing puppeteering skills, he can actually take over the mind fully of John Malkovich and basically assume his identity. And so for 8 months, him and Maxine are together. He is turning John Malkovich from an amazing actor into a kind of nutball puppeteer. And it's just odd. It's weird. So, let's talk about what this movie got right and what it got wrong. I mean, in terms of right, the way visually it was presented was actually really well done. So like whenever they were in the mind of John Malkovich, you could, and the way people were looking out, they'd clouded the camera lenses at the end. So it kind of did give you that feeling of, whilst yes, you were experiencing life as John Malkovich, you still felt really enclosed, like you weren't fully immersed in his life. You were just a spectator watching someone else. And then there was just the whole thing with the actual office building, how the ceilings were so tiny and everyone was kind of hunched over, and it felt really confined and restricted. And it kind of lends itself a lot to sort of the whole, well, my take on the theme of the movie is about how so often we feel really constricted and confined within these small shells of our lives that we set for ourselves, and we really want to quite often be someone else. And one of the people who paid the $200 to go be John Malkovich for 15 minutes, basically said that just every so often you just want to be someone else. What the movie got wrong, it was weird as crap. Again, could be the drugs just not processing everything, but it was really bizarrely done. Possibly just because puppets creep me out. Which is very possible. So this movie to me is like kiwi fruit. Like the first time I ate kiwi fruit, I really didn't know if I liked it or not. I felt as if I needed to go back and eat kiwi fruit a lot more before I could make an informed decision about whether or not kiwi fruit would be something that would stay in my daily diet of fruit and vegetables. So to me, Being John Malkovich is kiwi fruit. I haven't quite made up my mind on it yet. I think I need to watch it again, not drunk and not drug-addled. So yeah. Anyway, this was my pretty short review for Being John Malkovich. I feel like crap, and I'm just going to go back to bed. And yeah, hopefully I'll make the review. Who knows? It depends on whether or not they want a woman that sounds like a prepubescent teenage boy who really has nothing much to say. But hey, producers of SourceFed, if you guys do use me this week, I will love you forever. And that is not a word of a lie. Alright guys, I'm Chris. This has been my review for Being John Malkovich, and I'm outie, y'all. Bye!